Hi friends, and welcome back to the garden. Welcome to the July garden tour. It is the end of July. I can't believe that summer is to this point already. School's getting ready to go back, and boy has it been hot. I hope everyone's having a good summer. We have been having a wonderful summer. We've been traveling a lot and having a great time. Things in the garden are looking good. There's a lot of weeds, of course. It's been really hot and had been really dry, but we've recently gotten about 3 inches of rain, and the plants are loving it. We'll start here with this beautiful zinnia. This is called Oriole, and it is so bright orange. It's absolutely beautiful. This was the first of the zinnias to open, but many, many more to come behind it soon. There's another one blooming there. A lot of things are done and have been cut back. I'm hoping for things to flush out once more, but I'm not sure how that's going to go. The coleus has honestly barely been hanging on with the heat, but since we got the rain, it seems to be okay now, and it's settling back in. The lantana looks happy. I'm really hoping that these temperatures will settle down a little bit. Things really above 85 degrees are just trying to stay alive. There are salvia everywhere in this garden. I mean, there's hundreds of them. These have all come back from seeds last year where they just dropped seed. And I'm going to let the majority of them go. The hummingbirds sure do love them. They're pink and they're pretty. There's also some over here that are popping up. In my petunias, this one is a red guy. So that color is going to completely clash. And I don't know if I want to pull them or not. There's a lot. So Brian says it'll look fine, but red and pink and yellow, I don't know how that's going to look, but we'll see. I'll leave it for a little while, let them bloom, and see what I think. I still never got the blanket flowers in the ground. They go back up here, but I just don't really feel like being out here in the heat and digging in this clay soil and trying to get it amended. It's just, I don't know. It's summertime and gardening is hard work, and so I've just been putting it off, but I will get around to it. Some cosmos here at the top of the wall are starting to bloom. They're pretty. I had thought some of these were supposed to be pink. Turns out they're all sort of yellow and orange, and that's fine. They're pretty. I transplanted a couple of coleus down here, but they are not real happy. They'll appreciate it when the temperatures cool down a little bit, for sure. Of course, we still have not started working on this brick pathway. That is next. I know I keep saying that. The bee balm is done for the season. I need to cut that back and add some leaf mulch to it. The daylilies here also done. Let's pop up here. This I'm very happy about. This is a beautiful phlox that Brian bought me at Home Depot 2 years ago, I guess. We stuck it back here, and it really had almost died. But it has just decided it's going to live, and it's flourishing right now, actually. I put a little compost at the base of the plant, which it appreciated because it's been so hot. So. Guys, if you remember, these Coreopsis have been here since, I think, my second garden tour. They have been blooming profusely for months, and I just keep, maybe once every other week, I come and I pop these little guys off, and they just keep putting out a flush of blooms, and it's doubled in size. So I'm very happy with this little plant. Here is a dahlia that really had taken a hit from spider mites. I do think I have that under control, and it's starting to look a little better. We're getting some buds on it now, and I've put a big, nice heap of leaf compost at the base of that. Hopefully that'll help it retain some moisture. Just try to draw attention to what's blooming. Right here is a chunk of sunflowers, so they're just babies. We've still got quite a bit of summer left, so that's exciting. We have that to look forward to. Here are these cosmos, and aren't they pretty? They're not pink that I wanted, but they look like they've been painted with a dry paintbrush. They're gorgeous, and there's a lot of them to come, so that's nice. Coneflowers are still going strong. I have been deadheading them to keep them going. The finch like them when they go to seed, but I really don't want to let them start going to seed until closer to fall, because I want the flowers to continue. Here is another dahlia that really took a hard hit to spider mites and also heat. You can see the heat damage, but I think it's going to bounce back. I've given it a nice healthy dose of mulch, so we'll see what comes of it. This is my penstemon, and look how pretty. I believe this maybe is the 3rd year for this plant. This one really looks healthy and happy. There is another one right over there that's really struggling. So we'll see. I'll try to get some good amendments around that plant and see how it continues to do. Here is another Coreopsis that I just deadheaded a couple of days ago. And you can see it's already filling back out with new buds. So if you don't have Coreopsis in your garden, you should get some. Very hardy. They don't seem to mind the heat really at all. This poor dahlia, it is so pretty, but it has been struggling also. It's been really a bad season for spider mites. And I, of course, follow a lot of YouTube channels, and it seems a lot of people are having that problem, not just me. Here is another cluster of zinnias. I think that I planted green and white back here. So there's a white one. That looks to be the first green one starting to open. So I'm excited about that. The coneflowers are still looking great. This is the powwow berry. It's a little bit shorter than the native coneflower. It's a lighter purple, but they all really look great. Please don't mind the weeds. We have been on vacation. We had a wonderful trip to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. We had so much fun. And down here we have more lantana, and it's filling in nicely. And then right behind it we have white obedient plant, and I feel like it really should be starting to open, but I think maybe the heat has really just done this in. So I'm not sure what to expect from this. I'm just kind of babying it. I hope it just doesn't die on me. The yarrow is mostly done. There are a few blooms still there, but I have cut the majority of it back, and I have been moving some baby seedlings out here, and I am surprised with the heat how well they're doing. Yarrow is such a drought tolerant plant. So I guess these are done until next year. It's been nice knowing you, yarrow. Here I have another clump of zinnias, and these are called cactus zinnias. They have a kind of frilly end on them. I have this hot pink one here, and then I have this apricot color. So pretty. Can't wait till the rest of the zinnias start opening. Guys, I still have this mess here that I have not finished yet. I do have plants to go in here. What I don't have is time, so I'll get to it when I get to it. I do want to show you something very pretty, is that all of the Rose of Sharon's are opening. I love this white one with the red throat. This poor guy here, it's not dead, but there is another part of this tree on the other side of the fence in the neighbor's yard, and it got cut out. So this just might not make it. It's not dead completely, and I don't know. We'll hope. I don't want to cut it back, but they're constantly popping up around the yard, so I'll probably just start to plant a few ones down here and let this fill in. Here's a, oh look, there's a butterfly on this one. And then, I don't know if you can see, I don't think I can get all the way back there. There is a different sort of pink color on this one back here. I do want to take a minute and show you this gladiolus. This is the first of the gladiolus to open. This is so pretty. I hope that you can see the different variation in color. I hope it's coming through on the video. This is a stunning plant. So I've got another 11 or 12 here on each side to open. The lilies are about done. They have been stunning. That looks to be the last one. There's a butterfly on the milkweed over there. That makes my heart happy. All right. I grew these petunias from seed and got these in my rusted buckets, and they have not yet started to bloom, but soon. So that's going to be nice. We're going to have a lot more color maybe in our August garden tour. And we don't have any trips planned, so I'll be home to take one before the end of the month comes around. Here we've pulled out onions, and I have watermelon here. This one is struggling, but this one is really doing well. So hopefully we'll get some sugar babies. The peppers are doing well. We're starting to get a lot of peppers. Tomatoes are even struggling with the heat. They don't like it to be 100 degrees. Cucumbers are growing. I have maybe 3 or 4 on here that are a ½ inch long, so won't be long until we have pickles. Here are a few potato plants that haven't died back yet, and there is another watermelon in here also. I hope we've got time for them to develop before winter comes. So guys, look what happened. I don't know if you can see here, but there should be deer fencing all the way here, and it's gone because a tree fell in the neighbor's yard and knocked it down. So now we have another project to deal with. All of the coreopsis in the fence line has been beautiful, and I've been coming out here and gathering seeds. Sometimes I just crush them and sprinkle them on the ground so they'll come back next year, but I've collected a whole bunch. I want to sow them in some other places in the yard because they've done really good here. They've been very pretty, and the goldfinch like the seeds, so that's nice. This little bed, I gotta work on this rock wall. Y'all, I need time, and I need help maybe. The verbascum that I planted back here, I thought it was for sure dead, but after that 3 inches of rain we got it. It seems happy. The hydrangeas from my mom's are hanging in. And then the coleus, like I said, it's not been extremely happy, but the temps are supposed to be dropping, and so I think we're going to see things sort of kick in soon. I love coleus. There's so many different colors and patterns. The deer was able to get into the yard because of the fence being down, so amaranth has been chewed upon, and so has the celosia. Come into my garden with me to lose my mind and find my soul. Let's see what's going on. It's just the blueberry plants just hanging out. Cucumbers are looking good. There we go. Got a couple babies. And we got a lot of tomatoes that are just starting to form. I only planted 4 tomato plants this year, and I planted all determinate types because I want them all at once. Brian and I don't like raw, fresh tomatoes. We like to make sauce and salsa and things like that. So I want all my tomatoes at once instead of 2 or 3 at a time. So hopefully I'll get enough to make something out of this year. Pepper plants back here are doing good. This is a golden treasure. It's giant. It should be turning yellow. I don't know if I guess I should prop that up off the ground. This is a paprika pepper plant. So far just 1 pepper, but I'm excited. I've never grown paprika before. Just a lot of waiting and seeing on the peppers. They don't mind the heat, so that's been good. But they do want water, so that has been a struggle. Really, guys, I think that's about it. Let me pop back here and show you these pepper plants. Got a little bit of bug damage here. This one is called a golden treasure. That's a sweet orange pepper. That's almost ripe. And then right here, these are 2 of the hottest peppers I have. I have a ghost pepper and a fatale pepper, and the deer decided to munch on them when they were in here, so it's not dead, and it's actually just going to be a really bushy plant, so I might end up with tons of peppers. Who knows? Anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed the garden update. Oh, Mom, one last thing. Here's the raspberries. They seem to be hanging in. They're climbing. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, but I'm not sure about that one. But anyway, maybe a few berries next year. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. Please like and subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you next time. Bye.